Morning, Jim McKinnon here with Money Management. I was at a classmate's services. He passed away. In fact, he was Mr. Yazoo High School, where I finished high school, was Yazoo City. And he was a super guy. His name was Les Metcalf. And one of the classmates, we were walking, and she said, knew I was in investing, and she said, what do you recommend right now? She said, what do you think's a good place to be? Well, I didn't really think that was a very appropriate place to talk about it, but I went ahead and said, well, I like precious metals. I think that's something most people don't know anything about. Most people aren't buying precious metals, and it's a great inflation hedge, and I think we're going to have inflation. And if you agree, you probably ought to buy some precious metals like gold, silver, palladium, platinum, those kind of things. And we went on, and then we went separate ways. And I got to thinking about it. I said I didn't really do a very good job of answering her, because what she ought to be doing, and what everybody ought to be doing, is something called indexed investing. You see, with indexed investing, it works this way. If the market goes up, you make money. If the market goes down, you get zero. Up, you make money. Down, you get zero. I mean, how can you lose with that? Now, it used to be that in order to do this, you had to take a little cut on the upside. So, for example, let's say you were mimicking or indexing the S&P 500, and the S&P 500 goes up 15%. Well, you might have a 10% cap on how much you can make. So the most you could make was 10%, not the 15. But again, you made zero if it went down 20 or 30%. That's not true anymore. I mean, we've got some that are giving you as much as 140% of the index. So if the index goes up 10%, you get that 10 plus another 40%, so you get 14%. I mean, these indexing products have done phenomenal. Well, there's got to be a catch. Sure, there's a catch. There's always a catch. And the catch is that your money is only available after the first year, and you can only take out between 5 and 10% depending upon the company. Of what you originally put in or what it's grown to, without paying a penalty. So for that little catch, you get a contract that you can play the market without being in the market, and you can never lose money. And we've got one that's probably my favorite, and it is actually averaged over 18.7% for the past 10 years. And by the way, I ran an ad in the newspaper about that. And my compliance and legal department had to check that out to make sure I was telling the truth. And I am telling the truth, and it's a proven fact. 18.7% over the past, average per year over the past 10 years. You won't find, I don't think you'll find anything that's done that well. How's it done so well? Well, because you never lose. You never lose. And there have been some bad years in the last 10. When there was a bad year, you got a zero. So if I had it to do all over again, I'd probably go back and talk to her about indexing, but that wasn't really an appropriate time at a classmate's funeral, and there were other people around, so that I probably did the best I could. Anyway, hope it's something you enjoyed. If it's something you're interested in, tell them how to call us.
601-990-2390.
Or you can send me email at jim.mckennon, McKennon, @gmail.com, or you can send me a text at 601-757-6488. Hey, hope you have a great Wednesday.